Very good evening. I'm Dr. Tanushree and I welcome you all to GATE 2026 Kickstarter webinar. So please confirm if you all can hear me. Please let me know in the chats if you all can hear me. Okay. So I hope you all are doing well. And I very well know that when it comes to a competitive exam like GATE, there are a lot of questions among the GATE aspirants. The very first, very important question is like why you should write this exam. Then other questions that comes to your mind is like, what is the exam pattern? What all study material, reference books you should refer to prepare for this exam effectively? Then what are the strategies, how you should plan your study? What are the strategies using which you can effectively learn the topics which are included in the syllabus of this exam? So knowing the answers of all these questions is very important, because if you know the answer, then this journey of exam preparation becomes very smooth and very easy. So to answer all these questions of GATE aspirants, today we are here and we have come up with this webinar where all your questions will be answered. Now, in today's webinar, there will be a total of 2 sessions. Session 1 will be taken by me, where you will know about GATE BT and GATE Excel test paper details. Like what is the exam pattern, marking scheme, type of questions asked, what all study material or reference books you should refer, what is the syllabus. And session 2 will be taken by Mrs. Tithi ma'am, where you will be learning the tips and strategies for preparing this exam effectively. So let's begin with understanding what is GATE. So are you all ready to know about it? Can I get some yes in the chats? Are you all excited to know about it? Okay, Sahu, great. So, and before starting with the session, I would like to tell you everybody that please keep on checking the chats, because any time a link for 1 year planner, which has been prepared by our experts, will be shared with you. And that link will be only, like, you can use that link during this live session only. Once the session is over, you will not be able to get access to that link. Okay, so keep on checking the chats. So we're very happy to see a lot of yes coming. So thank you for your response, everyone. So let's begin with what is GATE. So I'm sure many of you already know about it. GATE, as we know, it stands for Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering. But it's a very prestigious national level competitive exam, which is being conducted jointly by Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and 7 Indian Institutes of Technology, that is IIT Bombay, Delhi, Guwahati, Kanpur, Kharagpur, Madras, and Roorkee. This exam is conducted on behalf of National Coordination Board, that is NCB, Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Government of India. Now, the organizing institute for GATE 2026 examination is IIT Guwahati. So that means all the details about this exam, you have to check on IIT Guwahati official website. Now, the most important question is why you should write GATE. Just because you heard somebody saying that you should write this exam, so you should write it? No. You should know what is the importance of this GATE exam. What qualifying, like what this exam, like qualifying this exam will help you in what? So definitely why you should write GATE, you should definitely know about it. So remember, if you are seeking admission or financial assistance for postgraduate programs Like if you want to get admission into the reputed institutes like Indian Institute of Science or IITs or other reputed institutes, definitely qualifying GATE is mandatory. So qualifying GATE is the mandatory requirement for seeking admission or financial assistance for master's program and direct doctoral programs in engineering, technology, or architecture, or getting admission or financial assistance for doctoral programs in relevant branches of arts and science in institutions supported by Ministry of Education and other government agencies. And even there are several public sector undertakings which consider GATE score in the recruitment process. Like, for example, we have BHEL, then we have BSNL, and then you have GAIL, Power Grid is also there, and ONGC is there. So many public sector undertakings are there which consider GATE score in the recruitment process. Also, GATE score is needed for direct recruitment to Group A level post in central government and others, like senior field officer post or senior research officer post, and even senior research officer in cabinet secretariat, Government of India. You will be needing the GATE score. Then even if you are planning to do post-graduation, if you are planning to do post-graduation study from foreign, especially from Singapore and Germany, then definitely GATE score is needed, because there are several universities, foreign universities, especially in Singapore and Germany. So like we have University of Singapore, National University of Singapore, and then we have Nanyang technological universities there. Then we have Technical University of Munich, which is in Germany. So all these universities, they consider GATE score for if you want to seek, if you are planning to take admission in any of these universities, qualifying GATE will be a benefit, like it will be beneficial for you. And also definitely qualifying a competitive exam like GATE definitely add weightage to a resume. Now, coming to the test papers, so GATE exam is conducted for 30 subjects, or we can popularly, like they are referred to as test papers. So 30 test papers are on your screen. Now, remember that the choice of test paper will depend on the discipline of your qualifying degree, or as per your admission plans. Now, if you are from life science background, definitely you can either go for biotechnology or life sciences. So it's not that you have to choose only, like you can give only, you can select only one test paper, maximum of 2 test papers you can select. But the selection of 2 test papers will not be random. It will be based on the allowed combinations only. So here you can see it's I have summarized the combination of 2 papers allowed for candidates having life science background. So one will be your default primary paper, and another will be the secondary paper, which you can select from the allowed combinations only. So if you are choosing biomedical engineering as a primary paper, then biotechnology or instrumentation engineering you can choose as a secondary paper. If you are going for biotechnology as a primary paper, then you can select biomedical engineering or life sciences as a secondary paper. Then students having a background of chemistry, if they are choosing primary paper as a chemistry, then secondary paper, either you can select engineering sciences or life sciences. Then students of ecology and evolution, they can select primary paper, ecology and evolution, and secondary paper as life sciences. And life science candidates, they can choose primary paper as life sciences, or even biotechnology also as a primary paper, and secondary paper will be, like if BT is a primary paper, that is biotechnology, life sciences will be the secondary paper, or vice versa. But along with the biotechnology, if you are choosing life sciences as a primary paper, then secondary paper along with biotechnology, like other options are also there, like you can go for biomedical engineering or chemistry or ecology and evolution. So based on whatever subject you have in your graduation, based on your discipline of your qualifying degree, you can choose the papers, or based on your interest or based on your admission plans, you can choose the test papers. Now, I will suggest that you should opt for 2 test papers. The reason is that GATE exam is conducted only once in a year, right? So that means you have only one chance to qualify this exam. But if you give 2 test papers, like if you write 2 test papers, then definitely like it will be just like a 2 attempts you are giving in a year, right? So I'll suggest that you should go for 2 test papers. Also, kindly note that the candidates who are selecting GATE Excel test paper, during the examination you will be given a choice. Like if we talk about the sections in the GATE Excel paper, chemistry is compulsory, general aptitude is common for all papers, but other than that you will be having the sections Q to U, where Q is the paper code for biochemistry, R is the paper code for botany, S is the paper code for microbiology, T is the paper code for zoology, and U is the paper code for food technology. Now, you don't have to prepare all the sections. You have to prepare only 2 sections, and even during the exam, you have to write only 2 sections. And the choice of the sections you can make during the examination after viewing the questions. So that is for GATE Excel only. But when you are filling the application form, at that time you have to mention what will be your primary paper, default primary paper, and what is the secondary paper you are choosing. So if you are choosing GATE Excel or as a secondary paper or as a primary paper, then for GATE Excel, the 5 sections will be there in the paper, optional sections, out of which you only have to do 2 sections, and that choice you can make during the examination after viewing the questions. Now, many times it happens that you prepare for the exam, but you miss filling the application form only. So it's very important that you should note the dates. You should be aware of when the application process begins, right? When is the exam held? So it's very important that you should be aware of these important information. So make a note that this exam is mainly conducted during the first or second week of month of February. So it will be conducted in the month of February 2026. Online registration process will begin this year in month August to September. So it will be online mode only, no offline. And remember that if you're appearing for 2 test papers, you don't have to fill separate application form, only one application form only you have to fill. Exam center will be in India only, several cities and towns of India only. Earlier it used to happen in foreign countries also, but after COVID it will be it is conducted in India only. Admit cards are available in month of January. Result announcement usually occur in month of March. For that you have to check the GATE official website of the organizing institute. And scorecards are available during the month of March and May. They are only available in a form of soft copy. There is no provision of hard copy. And remember, the validity for scorecard is up to 3 years from the date of announcement of results. Coming to the eligibility, so kindly note, no age limit to appear for GATE examination. And here on your screen, I have summarizes the degree program and the description of the eligible candidates. So if you are currently studying or have already completed your bachelor's degree, either in engineering or architecture or science or in any branch of science, or if you are doing integrated MSc or a BSc 4-year program. So kindly note that if you are doing bachelor's degree in engineering or architecture or science or any branch of science, commerce, arts or humanities, so if you are currently in 3rd year or you have already completed or higher year, you are eligible to write GATE 2026 examination. And for those candidates who are pursuing BSc 4-year program, and so if you are currently in 3rd or 4th year or already completed, you are eligible to write this exam. Then some more degree programs I have mentioned here, PharmD or MBBS, right? So PharmD, 6-year degree program. So if you are currently in 3rd, 4th, 5th or 6th year or already completed, you are eligible to write this exam. MBBS, if you are doing, or BDS or veterinary sciences, bachelor's of veterinary sciences. So if you are in 5th, 6th or 7th or higher semester already completed, you are eligible to write this exam. If you are pursuing MSc, MA, MC or equivalent degree, then if you are currently in 1st or higher or already completed, then you are eligible to write this exam. Similarly, some more information about integrated ME, MTech or dual degree. So like for integrated ME, MTech, post BSc, if you are in 1st, 2nd, 3rd or 4th year or already completed, you can write this exam. But if you are doing integrated ME, MTech, M.Pharm or dual degree, that is after diploma or 10+2. So if you are currently in 3rd, 4th or 5th year or already completed, you can write this exam. So on your screen, these are the details. You can always note it down. You can take a screenshot also. Now, those candidates who are pursuing their qualifying degree from countries other than India, they can also write this exam, but they should be currently in third year, or they should have completed or should be in higher years, or have completed their bachelor's degree, which should be of at least 3 years in engineering, technology, architecture, science, commerce, arts, or humanities. They are also allowed to appear in GATE 2026 examination. Now, coming to what is the exam pattern. So remember, the examination is conducted in CBT mode, that is computer-based test it will be, and always conducted in English language only. It is an objective type test paper, not subjective. So let me tell you the details of GATE BT paper. So BT is the paper code for biotechnology. There will be a total of 2 sections in GATE BT test paper. One is general aptitude and another is subject based. So total number of questions in GATE BT test paper is 65, where 10 questions will be from general aptitude and 55 will be subject based. Remember, general aptitude carries 15 marks. 15 marks are devoted to general aptitude, where 5 questions will be of 1 mark, okay, and 5 questions will be of 2 marks. So that means that totals your 15 marks, 10 plus 5, 15, right? Similarly, in subject section, you will have subject section carries total marks devoted to subject section is 85, where 13 marks are just for engineering mathematics and 72 for subject other than engineering mathematics, where you study bioprocess engineering, computer recombinant DNA technology. Other sections are there. We'll talk about syllabus later. So out of this 85, 25 questions will be of 1 mark and 30 questions will be of 2 marks, that total 60. So 60 plus 25, that is 85. And total GATE BT paper will be of 100 marks, right? And time duration will be 3 hours. Coming to GATE Excel paper. So again, GATE Excel paper comprises of general aptitude section. So general aptitude is common for all papers, but other than general aptitude, chemistry will be there, a compulsory section. So P is a paper code for chemistry. And as I mentioned earlier, that there will be optional sections Q to U, where you have to choose any 2. So again, here in GATE BT Excel, you have total of 65 questions, where 10 questions will be from general aptitude, 17 from chemistry, that is section P. And each section, optional section, will have 19 questions. So marks devoted to general aptitude is 15. So again, here there will be 5 questions of 1 mark and 5 questions of 2 marks. So that totals 15. Then chemistry, 25 marks are devoted to chemistry, where 9 questions will be of 1 mark and 8 questions will be of 2 marks. And coming to optional section, so each section will be of 30 marks. So that means 2 sections you have to do. So it means 60 marks. And remember that out of 30 marks for each section, so where 8 questions will be of 1 mark and 11 questions will be of 2 marks. So total paper, GATE Excel paper will be of 100 marks and time duration is again 3 hours. Now coming to type of questions asked, so there will be multiple choice question, multiple select question and numerical answer type question. What is multiple choice question? Where you have 4 options, out of which only 1 is correct. Like here you can see one example. Okay, so this is a question, 4 options are there, but correct answer will be only 1 option. However, in multiple select question also there will be 4 options, but correct answer can be either 1 or more. Okay. And numerical answer type, where it's you can see you have to write the value in real numbers. Okay, if it is decimal, then you have to round it off. Now, many students ask that, ma'am, whether we will be getting calculator for calculations during the exam or not. So yes, virtual calculator is allowed. Virtual calculator will be provided for calculations. Okay, so it is an on-screen virtual calculator which will be provided during the examination. Coming to the marking scheme, so MCQ, multiple choice question, carry 1 or 2 mark. Even multiple select question, numerical answer type will be of 1 or 2 mark. But the important point to note here is negative marking. Negative marking is only applicable to MCQs. So for 1 mark MCQ, negative marking, that is 1/3 marks will be deducted for wrong answer. For 2 mark MCQs, 2/3 marks will be deducted for wrong answer. And there is no negative marking for MSQs and numerical answer type. Remember, as I told you, in multiple select questions, you have to choose any, answer will be either 1 option or more than 1. So in case of more than one, if you are just partial answer is correct, no marks will be given for that. Okay, you have to choose all the correct combinations for MSQs. Then coming to the cutoff marks, so usually like here I have taken some previous paper data. So you can see for GATE BT, for general category, it ranges like 31 for year 2023 and 38 for 2024, and for 2025 it is expected to be between around 38 to 40. And for GATE Excel, for general EPC, it is 32 for 2023, 29 for 2024, and for 2025, it is expected to be between 28 to 32. Now coming to the syllabus, general aptitude. So there are several sections for general aptitude. First is verbal aptitude you have to study, which includes basic English grammar, basic vocabulary, reading and comprehension, narrative sequencing. Then quantitative aptitude, which includes data interpretation, numerical computation, estimation. Analytical aptitude, which includes logic, analogy, numerical relations and reasoning. And spatial aptitude, where you have to study about transformation of shapes, paper folding, cutting, patterns in 2 and 3 dimensions. Remember, general aptitude has a weightage of 15 marks. So even if you have not studied general aptitude, don't skip it, okay? Because if you prepare it well, and you can score marks from here, okay? So don't skip general aptitude. And when you are planning for study, make sure you devote some time for general aptitude, okay? Because it is common for all papers and carry a weightage of 15 marks. Then coming to the syllabus for GATE BT, it comprises of total of 7 sections, where section 1 is engineering mathematics, and I told you 13 marks are allocated to it. And so section 1 is engineering mathematics, where subsection includes our linear algebra, calculus, differential equations, probability, and statistics and numerical methods. Then section 2 is general biology, which includes subsections biochemistry, microbiology, and immunology. Okay, Rashmi, you are saying screen is blank. Rashmi, just try to refresh your page. Okay, I think maybe your screen is hanged. That's why you're not able to see it. Okay. Then section 3 is genetics, cellular and molecular biology, which includes genetics and evolutionary biology, cell biology, and molecular biology subsections. Section 4 is fundamentals of biological engineering, which includes subsections engineering principles applied to biological systems, classical thermodynamics and bioenergetics, and transport processes. Section 5 is bioprocess engineering and process biotechnology, which includes bioreactor engineering subsection, upstream and downstream processing, and instrumentation and process control. Section 5 is very, very important from exam point of view. So what all are the important topics from all these sections? See, I'm telling you the sections and subsections, but every subsection of every section contains a lot of topics. So the important topics you will be knowing in session 2. Okay, Tithi ma'am will be telling you about the important topics from all these subsections of these sections, 7 sections. So make sure that you attend the webinar till the end. Okay. Then section 6 is plant, animal, and microbial biotechnology, which includes subsections plants, animals, and microbes. And section 7 is recombinant DNA technology and other tools in biotechnology, which includes subsection recombinant DNA technology. So total of 4 subsections are here: recombinant DNA technology, molecular tools, analytical tools, and computational tools. Coming to the GATE Excel compulsory paper, that is chemistry, which includes, I think, these many subsections are included. 9 subsections are included, and every subsection has several topics. So subsection 1 is atomic structure and periodicity. So here for chemistry, you have to prepare structure and bonding. You need to study sp and d block elements, chemical equilibrium, electrochemistry, reaction kinetics, thermodynamics, structure reactivity correlation, organic reaction mechanisms, and chemistry of biomolecules. Now, there might be some, like some of you who have never studied chemistry, but as chemistry is compulsory, and yes, certain marks are allocated to it. So don't worry, okay? This chemistry is of elementary level only. Okay, so you just have to go through the basics. You have already studied. It's not that something you have never studied. In your school days, you already have studied the basic chemistry. So it's just that you just have to revise. Coming to the optional sections. So optional section Q is biochemistry. So in biochemistry, you have total of 6 subsections. so in biochemistry, you have total of 6 sections, where section 1 is structure and function of biomolecules, section 2 is enzyme kinetics, metabolism and pathways, section 3 is biochemical separation technique, 4 is cell structure, organelles and biological membrane, 5 is about fundamental processes, recombinant DNA technology and application, and even section 6 is immune system. Now, if you pay attention, you will see that in biochemistry, also you are studying cell biology also. There are topics related to molecular biology also, replication, transcription, translation, immunology also, right? So it's not that it's a core biochemistry. See, everything in life sciences is related. So it's not that you will be studying only structure and function of biomolecules or about enzymes only or metabolic pathways only. There is a little bit of cell biology, molecular biology, immunology. Then in some papers, you will find ecology also. Okay. So paper code R is for botany, which comprises of total of, you can see on your screen, comprises of total of 9 sections. So section 1 is plant systematics, section 2 is plant anatomy, section 3 is plant development, cell and tissue morphogenesis, section 4 is plant physiology and biochemistry, 5 is genetics and genomics, 6 is plant breeding, genetic modification and genome editing, 7 is economic and applied botany, 8 is plant pathology, and 9 is ecology and environment. Quickly coming to the paper code S, which is microbiology. So here you study, again, it comprises of total of 11 sections. And you can see here you have to study about methods in microbiology, microbial taxonomy, prokaryotic cell structure, microbial growth, how to control growth of microorganisms, what are the disease caused by microbes, what is the you study about microbial metabolism, you study about antibiotics, chemotherapy, microbial ecology, and genetics. Then paper code T is of zoology. So again, here you can see several sections. So here you study about evolution, animal diversity, genetics, biochemistry. Again, you can see section 4, molecular biology. Section 5 includes cell biology topics. Section 6, gene expression in eukaryotes. 7 is animal anatomy. 8 is parasitology, developmental biology. Section 9, 10 is ecology, and 11 is animal behavior. And your paper code U is food technology, where you study 4 sections, and every section contains several topics. So section 1 is food chemistry and nutrition. So here you study a little bit of biochemistry also. Section 2 is food microbiology. Section 3 is food products technology, and section 4 is food engineering. So see, the choice of paper depends on what is your what all topics you have, what all subject you have already studied during your graduation program, right? Or based on your interest, based on your strength, or maybe like, let's say food technology you have never studied, but you have a inclination for it. You want to know what is there in this paper. So obviously you have to devote extra time, but you can always choose any of the paper, any of these optional sections based on your interest, based on your strengths, based on your already subject you have studied during your graduation, or based on your interest, as I told you. Now, lastly, coming to the reference books. So as general aptitude is common, so I will suggest some important books here. So for quantitative aptitude, you can refer Dr. R.S. Agarwal. So it is for competitive examination like GATE and other exams also. So it comprises of latest questions and their solutions. Then for you can also refer to a modern approach to verbal and non-verbal reasoning by Dr. R.S. Agarwal. For general English, you can refer Made Easy Publications book, GATE 2025, PSU's 2025. And also you can refer High School English Grammar and Composition by Wren and Martin. For engineering mathematics, which is very important for GATE BT exam. So engineering mathematics, for this you can refer the book Mathematics for GATE Biotechnology by Dr. Sanjukta Chakrabarti, Mathematics for Biotechnology by Nivedita Gupta, and Engineering Mathematics by Made Easy Publications. For biochemistry, now see, biochemistry, I told you it is included in other GATE Excel optional sections, right? Even like in chemistry paper, your section 9, you need to study, okay, some about biomolecules, about structure and function of biomolecules. Similarly, section 1 and 2 of biochemistry paper, section 4 of botany, section 4 of zoology, section 1 of food technology. So I have made things easy for you. I've already mentioned which section biochemistry is mentioned in which of the optional paper of GATE Excel. So you can refer the given books, like on your screen you can see. So I'm sure you all very well know Leninger. It's a very popular book. It's a holy book for the students. It's it covers all the fundamental concepts of biochemistry. You can study structure and function of biomolecules, the metabolic pathways, right? Metabolism, also techniques are also given in this book. But even if you don't want to refer Leninger, you can refer to Biochemistry by Voigt and Voigt, or even Biochemistry by Lubert Styrer. For microbiology and for paper GATE Excel S, that is microbiology, you can refer either Brock Biology of Microorganism book, or Prescott Microbiology, or even Microbiology by Pelzar, Chen and Craig. Then for immunology, you can refer Cube. So if you see the section 2 of section 2 of GATE BT paper, it comprises of 3 subsections, right? So biochemistry, immunology, right? So biochemistry books I have told you. Immunology, for that you can refer Cube. Again, it's a very Cube immunology book. It's a very popular book, and it covers all the fundamental concepts related to immunology. And other book that you can refer is Reut's Essential of Immunology. And even immunology portion is covered in section 6 of biochemistry, section 8 of microbiology, and section 8 of zoology paper. Then genetics and evolutionary biology. So for genetics, you can refer iGenetics, a molecular approach by Peter J. Russell. Even you can refer the genetics by Klug and Cummins. Campbell biology also you can refer. Okay, so see, for genetics, these 2 books you can refer, and also like genetics portion is covered in the topics related to genetics are covered in the optional section of GATE Excel paper, that is botany, section 5 and 6, and in zoology, section 3. It covers genetics topics. So for that, you can refer these books. For evolutionary biology, you can refer the Campbell biology and Strigberger's evolution. Coming to cell and molecular biology, so the best book to study cell biology is Molecular Biology of Cell by Alberts, and Molecular Cell Biology by Lordish. So these are the books you can study cell biology. For molecular biology, the best book is Watson, Molecular Biology of the Gene by Watson. And here again, I have mentioned like if you are studying, if you are preparing paper optional section Q or R or S or T. So within these within these papers of GATE Excel, in which sections these cell and molecular biology topics are covered, I have already mentioned here. Then coming to fundamentals of biological engineering, that is section 4 of GATE BT. So for this, you need to refer Bioprocess Engineering Principle by Pauline M. Doran, Principles of Fermentation Technology by Stanbury, Whitaker, and Hall. And again, for biochemistry topics, you can refer Leninger, Principles of Biochemistry by Nelson and Cox. Then section 5 is Bioprocess Engineering and Process Biotechnology of GATE BT. So for this, again, you need to refer Bioprocess Engineering Principles by Pauline M. Doran, Principles of Fermentation Technology by Stanbury, Whitaker, and Hall, and Bioprocess Engineering by Schuler and Kargi. Then for plant biotechnology, you can refer the plant biotechnology book by Slater, Scott, and Fowler. Even you can refer Introduction to Plant Tissue Culture by M.K. Razdan and Introduction to Plant Biotechnology by H.S. Chavla. For animal biotechnology, you can refer Butler, Animal Cell Culture and Technology by M. Butler, Culture of Animal Cells, Freshney by Freshney. For microbial biotechnology, you can refer Biotechnology by U. Satyanarayana. Coming to recombinant DNA technology, so certain recombinant DNA technology topics are covered in section 3 of biochemistry and section 2 of microbiology GATE Excel paper. So for that, you can refer T.A. Brown, Gene Cloning and DNA Analysis and Introduction by T.A. Brown, Molecular Cloning by Sam Brook and Russell. Even you can refer Principle of Gene Manipulation Genomics by Primrose and Torman, and Principles and Techniques of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology by Wilson and Walker. So analytical tools, molecular tools, for that you can refer Wilson and Walker. For recombinant DNA technology part, you can refer gene cloning and DNA analysis by T.A. Brown, or molecular cloning by Sam Brook and Russell. And even like for other topics, you can refer this particular book by Primrose and Torman. Coming to the computational tool, so one of the subsection in section 7 of GATE BT paper is computational tool. So for this, you can refer Introduction to Bioinformatics by Arthur M. Less, Introduction to Bioinformatics by Stephen A. Crowetz and David D. Womble. And even you can refer Understanding Bioinformatics and also bioinformatics, a practical guide to the analysis of genes and proteins. So it's not that you have to refer all the books. Any 1 or 2 standard reference books you can refer, because the information given in these books is authentic. Okay, so you can refer any one or two of these books, and make sure that you refer to the recent editions. For chemistry, for physical chemistry, so that is for paper code P, chemistry, you can refer these books. So for physical chemistry, you can refer by Physical Chemistry by Ira Levine. For organic chemistry, you can refer the book by Organic Chemistry by Jonathan Clayton, Nick Greaves, and Stuart Warren. And for inorganic chemistry, you can refer the book Principles of Inorganic Chemistry by Puri Sharma and Kalia. For botany, that is paper code R, you can refer for preparing plant physiology and development, you can refer Tays and Ziegler. To study plant pathology, you can refer to Plant Pathology by R.S. Malhotra and Ashok Agarwal. Paper code T, that is zoology. For studying animal physiology, you can refer Principles of Animal Physiology by Moyes and Schult. And also to study comparative anatomy, you can refer the book Vertebrates, Comparative Anatomy, Function, Evolution by Nath Cardon. And to study evolution part, which is given in one of the section of this zoology, you can refer to Strickberger's evolution book. And to study the developmental biology part, you can refer Gilbert, Developmental Biology by Gilbert. Then, as I told you, ecology portion is also covered. So ecology portion is covered in section 9 of botany, section 11 of microbiology, and section 10 of zoology of Gate Excel paper. So you can refer to the following books: Elements of Ecology by Smith and Smith, and Fundamentals of Ecology by Odom and Barrett. And lastly, food technology. For that, you can refer the following books. So Fenema's Food Chemistry you can refer, or Food Microbiology by Fraser and Westhoff, Food Processing Technology by PJ Fellows, or Fundamentals of Food Engineering by DJ Rao. So this is all about the GATE BT and GATE Excel exam. Now it's time for you to know about what are the tips and strategies to prepare for these exams effectively. So it's time for you to know the tips and tricks. So over to you, Tithi ma'am. And I hope you all have enjoyed this session 1. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tanushree ma'am, for your wonderful session. And I'm very sure the students are interested. I can see so many of you online and you were very much interested. And the session itself was very much informative. I'm sure all of you found that. And now we are moving on to the next session where we will be talking about the tips and tricks for your preparation for GATE BT 2026. Now, as Tanushree ma'am told you in the beginning of the session also, that there will be so we will be sharing a free study planner, a 1-year study planner for your preparation for GATE 2026. So stay tuned everyone. During the session, anytime our team will be sharing the link, and this link will be workable only during the session. Okay, after the session, if you come back, you will not be able to download the study planner. So stay tuned everybody. And yes, you can ask me questions in our chat box and I will try to reply to them the best of my ability. Am I audible, everybody? Everyone, the instructions, everything clear? All right. So we are going to see the first thing that we are going to talk about is setting your target. Okay. Now, why do we need a target? Yes, definitely. Your target is to clear clear GATE 2026 exam. But so you will say that my target is already fixed. Then why do I have to set another target? You see, that is your long-term target. Okay. But to achieve your long-term target, you have to set some short-term targets. Okay. So now into this session, I'm going to tell you how to set up your target. Now, why do we need targets? So first of all, because GATE exam is a competitive exam. So there will be thousands of people just like you who are going to write the exam. Okay. So if you want to qualify, now thousands of seats are not there. Okay. So there is only a handful of seats in all the IITs and all. So if you want to qualify the exam, definitely you have to be the cream of the layer. Right. And for that, you have to practice, you have to strategize. So when you strategize properly, right, just like how we strategize before a battle, before a war, right? So this gate exam is your war, and we have to prepare a proper strategy that is going to help you win the war. So when you are setting up this target, so this strategy that you should choose is SMART goal strategy. Okay. Now, SMART goal strategy stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Okay. See, what is specific? So when I'm saying specific, for example, if you set up the goal that I will finish molecular biology in 1 month. Okay. So you know what topic you have to study and what is the time duration. Okay, so that will be specific. Measurable means something that you can measure every day. Okay, like you set up a goal that I will solve every day at least 10 MCQs. Okay, or you can also set up a goal that I will finish a particular topic in 1 month, and then at the end of 1 month I will take 2 mock tests. Okay, so something that you can measure. Then set up a target which is achievable. Okay, so for example, if you people are there are many students who are preparing for gate exam along with their graduation. So because you have regular college also, so definitely you cannot devote everything for gate preparation. You have regular classes, you have your practicals, you have your assignments, you have your exams, and along with that you are preparing for gate. Okay, so set up a target which is achievable. All right, so suppose you say that I will study for 3 hours every day. Okay, maybe you can divide it into 2 hours in the evening after college and 1 hour before college. So I'll say morning. Okay, so set up a target which is achievable. All right, and definitely this 3-hour goal that you are setting, so that is going to be only for the initial days. The more closer you come to the exam, you have to increase your study hours. Okay, then realistic. Now realistic means what? See, day after tomorrow you have Holi. Okay, so you don't make a goal which is which is based on unrealistic expectations. So suppose you love to play Holi, or in your region a lot of Holi happens. Okay, so people play Holi. So don't say that I will not play Holi and I will study. Okay, that is just going to be putting too much pressure on yourself. So you don't have to do that. Devote half a day for Holi. Okay, so devote half a day where you are playing Holi. Okay, enjoy it, but then rest of the day you have to devote for your study preparation. Okay, so set up a goal which is realistic. All right, because it is 1 year. Okay, so I'm not saying that for 1 year don't meet anyone, don't meet your relatives, don't meet your friends, don't go to any family function, don't celebrate any festival. That will be too harsh on you, and you will feel burdened, and you will not be able to go on like this for next 365 days. Okay, so you have to set up realistic goals. All right, so there will be festivals coming in between, so allot a day for your festival celebration, but make sure that you come back the next day. The moment the festival is over, you come back to your study. Okay, next, it has to be time bound. Okay, so there always has to be a time limit. Like if I am solving 10 MCQs, I cannot take 3 hours for solving 10 MCQs. Okay, so if you're solving 10 MCQs, maximum you should take 45 minutes. Okay, so whatever you are doing, whether you are studying a particular topic or you are solving questions. Okay, so always keep it time bound. So when you are making your study planner, so that time you make sure that it is in a time bound situation. Okay, so your target should be like, if the exam is on February, so your target should be by November your syllabus should be completely studied, completely over, so that you get good 3 months for good 2 months, December and January, for your revision and for solving as much as question paper as you can. Okay, now as I was telling you that your target, everybody knows that the target is to qualify CSIR exam. Now that is your long term goal. Okay, but you have to break it down into short term goal. Now short term goal will be what? Finishing a topic in a week, or finishing a subject in a month, something like that. Okay, so we'll be giving you the study planner, and that study planner will help you in doing your own preparation in this way. Okay, now how do you act to achieve your goal? Okay, so there will be certain points that you can follow that will help you in achieving your goal. So first of all, create a study plan. Okay, so in study plan, what you are going to do is you are going to break down the syllabus into topics, and those topics you have to set up in a time bound situation. Okay, either you divide it according to weeks, or you divide it into monthly targets. Okay, so as I was telling you that very soon, our somewhere during the webinar itself, our team will be sharing the link for 1 year GATE 2026 study planner, and you can download it during the session itself. Okay, so please use that, download the study planner. And what I will say that this study planner definitely is made by the experts. Okay, but still you can modify it. Okay, modify it according to your expertise, modify it according to your preferences of the topics. Okay, but definitely that study planner is going to give you an idea how to create a study planner, or how to divide your day, with where you have time for studying new concepts, also where you have time for revision, as well as you have time for solving questions. Okay, so that study planner is done. Next is write down your goal. Okay, so having a visual reminder always helps in consistency. So if you have a whiteboard, or if you have a blackboard in your room, so write down the goal. Okay, now just don't write GATE 2026, because that is a long term goal. Okay, so set up your monthly targets or weekly targets and write that. Okay, so let's say you have set up that you will finish a particular topic in this week. Okay, so set it up like that. That's weekly target, I have to finish this. Okay, weekly target, I have to solve at least 50 MCQs. Okay, so like that, write it so that every day you see it, and you remind yourself. Okay, then track progress. Okay, so how do we track progress? The best way of tracking progress is by taking mock test. Okay, because at the end of the day, this is a competitive exam. Does not matter how well you understand the concept, if you are not able to apply that concept in solving questions, it is all a waste for the competitive exam where you have to solve questions. Okay, so take up mock tests, take up the question solving sessions. Okay, where you apply your concepts to see how the questions are solved. Okay, so that will be the best way of tracking progress. And then stay accountable. Okay, now how you can stay accountable? By joining some study group. Okay, so when you are doing a study group, when you join a study group, so either you can join study groups online. Okay, in social media also there will be study groups, but then you have to make sure that you are totally focused in the study. Okay, or if you have friends who all are together preparing for GATE exam, so you can make a study group of your own. Okay, now in the study group, what you do is you divide topics, that today A will take a part, tomorrow B will explain the things to the group. Okay, so in this way what happens is, if one day you are missing to study, so you are answerable to the group. You have to answer the group, right? That with why you have not prepared, or what is the reason behind it. Okay, so your brain will always try not to do that. So you will be you will be accountable. Okay, so stay accountable. And because see, it's a 1 year preparation, so it often happens that you will start with very much enthusiasm, but half the way you will lose your enthusiasm. Okay, now that is the time where you have to stay motivated and keep preparing. Okay, so instead of seeing the long term goal, break it down into short term goals and keep achieving them. That is going to motivate you for achieving more goals. Yes. So, Tanushree ma'am session, she has already told you the syllabus of the GATE exam, right? So now I'm going to tell you the important topics. Okay. So these important topics are the one where you have to emphasize more. Okay. So section 1, engineering mathematics from GATE BT. So linear algebra, calculus, differential equations, probability and statistics, these are the topics from where questions come. Now you know that question come in MCQ type also, as well as numerical type as well. Okay, so from engineering mathematics for sure questions come. Then you have general biology. So general biology is further divided into three sections: biochemistry, in microbiology and immunology. So in biochemistry, you have structure and function of biomolecules. So biomolecules include amino acid, protein, carbohydrates, lipids, vitamins, all that. Enzyme, definitely an important topic. So enzyme kinetics, inhibition, regulation, everything is important. For metabolism, you can just focus on carbohydrate and little bit of vitamins. From microbiology, topics like microbial growth, classification, nitrogen fixation, disease and parasite interaction, right? Host parasite interaction. So those are the important topics. Immunology, antigen antibody interaction, vaccines, monoclonal and polyclonal antibodies, okay, hybridoma technique. This is something which is very important, or almost every session question comes. Then you have immunoassays like ELISA, RIA, that also from there also question comes, and then complement pathway. Section 3 is of genetics, cellular biology, and molecular biology. So from genetics, topics like Mendelian inheritance, mutation, population genetics, microbial genetics are important. From cellular biology, cell structure, cell cycle, signaling pathway, where you have the signal molecule and receptor. Okay, so that is important. And from this topic, usually match the following kind of questions come. And then you have molecular biology, from where replication, transcription, translation, all basic fundamental, the central dogma, all the processes are important, prokaryotic as well as eukaryotic, DNA damage and DNA repair, and definitely gene regulation. And in gene regulation, RNA interference is something which is very commonly asked. Okay, every session, for sure, at least one question from RNA interference surely comes here. Okay, so this is something that you have to definitely focus on. Then moving on to section 4 about fundamentals of biological engineering. So there you have questions from oxygen demand, thermodynamics, and the Newtonian and non-Newtonian fluid, the fluid flow, that is laminar and turbulent, oxygen transfer, KLA and its measurement. Okay, so this is the important topics that you have to put some special emphasis on it. Then from bioprocess engineering, so as you know, unit section 4 and section 5 are very much important for GATE BT exam. So again, from bioprocess engineering, you have bioreactors, that is important. So you have bioreactors, growth kinetics, the different types of processes like batch, fed batch, continuous. Then you have downstream processes, chromatography, extremely important, all different types of chromatography. Okay, size exclusion chromatography, and this thin layer chromatography, gas chromatography. Okay, so this is very much important. Very often match the following kind of question comes, where they give you the nature of the solute and then they tell you which kind of chromatography you will be using. Okay, and then from instrumentation of the bioreactor, you have the valves and types of controllers. Section 6 of plant and animal microbial biotechnology. So from there you have topics like tissue culture, secondary metabolites, then animal cell culture, transgenic animals, cloning, and production of metabolites, which includes biofuels, bioplastic, antibodies, industrial enzymes, etc. Then section 7, which is of recombinant DNA technology and other tools. So this is further divided into 4 different sections. So RDT, from RDT, the concept of cloning, TI plasmid, vector, and definitely restriction fragments. Okay, so a restriction enzyme is used to create restriction fragment. How many fragments will be there? What will be their size? How they are differentiated in electrophoresis? Some very commonly asked question. From molecular tools, we often get question from PCR, like you have to create the primer. Okay, that is a favorite question there. Then from DNA sequencing, blotting, nowadays CRISPR, a small part, 1 mark question comes from CRISPR, or even molecular markers. Analytical tools, you have microscopy, spectroscopy, electrophoresis, and immunoassays. And then from computational tools, sequence alignment like BLAST, FASTA, protein structure predictions. Okay, then databases, they are very commonly asked. Okay, now that was all about the important topics. So when you are making your study planner and when you are starting your preparation, so you make sure that you put special emphasis on these important topics. Okay, I am never going to suggest that study only the important topics. That is not going to help you. Okay, so you have to study everything that is there in the syllabus, but with some special emphasis on this important topics. Now, coming to time management. Now, in this, I'm not going to tell you how to manage your time during exam. That we will tell you later, okay, before the exam or something. Time management here, I'm going to talk about during your study session, okay, in this 1 year when you are preparing, how to manage your time. So there are two best ways in which you can manage your time. One is daily and weekly study plan. Okay. And in every study session, when you are doing, following this 60-30-10 rule. Okay. Now, what is it? So when you are doing this daily and weekly study plans, as I told you, when you are breaking your bigger target into smaller achievable portions, that will be very helpful for you. So set daily targets. Use time blocking, means fix a time in your day according to your schedule. Okay, where you will just devote time for gate preparation. Okay, so that way you're like within a few days when you practice that, so you mentally it will be fixed that, suppose let's say in the evening 7 to 9, so you fix that 7 to 9 is my gate preparation time, I will not do anything in that particular time. Okay, so do time blocking. Balance between strong and weak subjects. So when you are preparing, so definitely some subjects you will know more, whereas some subjects will be you will be conceptually weak in them. Okay, so your preparation should be a balance between them. So your target should be to make your weak subjects your strength, but at the same time you have to keep revising your stronger subjects also, you cannot avoid them. Okay, and don't just count hours, that is very important. Measure productivity, how much you have completed. Okay, and for this measuring your productivity, now your daily targets will help. Okay, so when you are measuring how much you have studied, okay, that is going to help you, how much of the target you have achieved, so that will help you. Okay, don't just see that, okay, I have studied 5 hours, but in those 5 hours you have, if you have not achieved a single daily target, then it is completely waste. Okay, so your focus should be on productivity. Now, what is this 60-30-10 rule? So when you are sitting, so when you have your study session, so in that 60% of the time should be concept building. Okay, where you are studying the theory, taking notes, understanding the concepts. Okay, 30% of the time should be practicing question, because every exam is a competitive exam where you have to solve question. Okay, so how well you have understood the concept and how well you can apply it in the exam, so that you will check by using by doing this practice question. So 30% of your study time should be for practice questions, and 10%, okay, even though the duration is the least, but it is the most important. Okay, where you have to do revision. Okay, because when you revise, that is the time where you actually remember things, so you force your brain to recall the concepts. Okay, so more you practice this revision, okay, more you will retain the topics, and longer, for longer durations you are going to retain. Fine. So for any competitive exam preparation, this is extremely important. So follow this 60-30-10 rule for your each study session. Okay, now I have gave you most of the tips and tricks. Okay, but at the same time, I would like to tell you the time wasters. Okay, and these are the ones that you have to avoid completely. Okay, I'm not even going to say that try to avoid, I'm saying that avoid completely. Okay, now what are the time waster? First, overspending time on a one tough question, or let's say overspending time on a single topic, or on a single this single subject. Okay, so if you do like that, like let's say that you love my molecular biology, and you there's certain aspects that you don't understand, so let's say you devoted 3 months of your preparation on molecular biology. Now your concept on molecular biology has become excellent. Okay, but what about the other subjects? From molecular biology, let's say only 20% question comes. What about the other 80% in your exam? How you are going to score that? Okay, so that's why keeping target in vision is going to help you. Okay, and make use of the study planner or Biotechnica to make your own targets. Okay, you can use the study planner as it is without any modification, and if you want to do modification, please go ahead and do it. It's completely to you. Okay, so set up your targets according to the study planner and try to achieve them on a daily basis. Next time wasted is motivation. Okay, like, okay, I want to prepare, but I don't want to start now. Okay, Holi is coming, so I will start after Holi. Okay, see, if you do like this, then something or the other will keep on coming. Some or the other festival will come, some or the other family gatherings will come, some or the other occasion your brain will make it. Okay, so in that way you will never be able to start. Okay, so do not wait for any kind of motivation. Your motivation for clearing gate 2026 itself is enough. Okay, start today itself and follow a very strict study schedule, and do not divert a lot from that study schedule. Okay, next time wasted is skipping regular revisions. As I told you, revision is very, very important. Without revision, time spent on learning is completely wasted. Okay, you can keep on learning, but you will not be able to recall and remember these things or even apply them for solving question if you are not doing regular revisions. Okay, and definitely studying without previous year questions, because you have to apply that. You have to apply your concept, you have to solve questions. Okay, so you should know what kind of questions come, how to apply the concept in the question to solve. Fine, so when you put, so these are the time wasters and you have to avoid it. Every single person who is thinking of clearing gate 2026 exam, this is the time that you make a note of it, that you have to avoid all this time wasters. Okay. Now, how can Biotechnica help you in this? Okay. See, Biotechnica is very soon launching the Shaurya Gate batch, which will be for your Gate 2026 preparation. Now, with Biotechnica's enrollment, we have live online classes, which you can take from anywhere. You can take it from your phone, you can take it from your laptop. Now, in case you are missing any class, we give you lecture recordings also. We have 24/7 chat support. We have continuous assessment in the form of weekly tests. So every week we give tests. At the same time, we give monthly test also. Biotechnica also provides you with a very much curated, accurate, and precise study material in the form of Gate Excel Learner and Target Gate BT. We have both the versions. We have online as well as we have the hard copies as well. Then we have aim gate series, where you can give mock test. Okay, so it will be a series of 10 to 15 mock tests for your gate bt preparation. So we have gate bt as well as gate excel. Then we have collection of previous year papers. Along with that, you often, like Biotechnic often conduct workshops and internships, and you can be a part of those national workshops and internships as well. Now, Biotechnica also has some smart revision tools, which will be extremely helpful for you for your preparation. So we have revision tools like mind maps, gate formula sheet, specifically for your gate BT preparation. Then we have concept tables, concept wheels, concept clouds. I'll just give you a brief example of that. So this is a mind map. So as you can see, so it is everything about abscisic acid, right? What is abscisic acid? It's a phytohormone. So everything about abscisic acid is mentioned here. So like, you just take a glimpse of this mind map and you will remember everything about that particular topic. Okay, then we have concept tables where we do comparison. Okay, so for example, you are studying qpcr. So qpcr can be done by cybergreen or tacman. So this is a comparison table for cybergreen and tacman. So at one time only you are doing two techniques simultaneously. Okay, similarly, as you can see, this is an example of light microscopy and electron microscopy. So it's a comparison table. So then we have concept wheels also, where the important things about a particular molecule or a particular concept or a particular principle will be mentioned in the wheel. Okay, so 10 most important things that you should know, right? So all these are excellent for revision. And so with Biotechnica's enrollment, you get all of that completely free. Okay, then we have concept clouds also, which are like flashcards, which will have different important topics, the name of those important topics, okay, from a particular chapter or from a particular section in your syllabus. So when you are revising, okay, so you can just quickly go through those important words and see whether you are able to answer them or not, whether you know them or not. Okay, so these are all very smart and quick revision tools that we have created. Okay, so that's all about the tips and tricks, everyone. So I hope you found the session very much informative. So GATE 2026 journey starts now. I would like to conclude the session saying that yes, you have to start now. If you have decided, so you have to start today itself. Okay, don't wait for any perfect time or any perfect motivation. Your motivation to clear GATE 2026 exam, if you have got it, that is enough, and start today itself. Okay, so today is your perfect time, and today itself you start. Yes, so Biotechnica Shorty batch is launching very soon. So you can call us in our toll-free number, or you can contact our office, okay, or you can go to Biotechnica store and you can enroll to Biotechnica's GATE 2026 program and turn your dream into reality with all the help from our experts. And believe in yourself, stay committed, and success will follow. Okay, so believe in yourself, you can do it, right? Just you have to be having a proper guided way you have to follow. Okay, so today's webinar, I'm sure that that has given you enough information about GATE exam. It has given you information about tips and tricks or how you should follow, and I'm sure our team has shared the study planner with you all. So please use the link, download the study planner, 1 year GATE 2026 study planner. Please use it, download it, and use it. And you can use it as it is, as I told you, or you can also modify it according to your, you can do some small modifications according to your preference. Okay. So remember, decisions are never binary. Like it is not always right or wrong. It's like a carom board. So decisions, for every action there will be multiple subsequent counter actions. Okay, so make sure every step you take also has a positive resonance. Okay, so it results into positive counter actions, nothing negative. So all the best, everyone. And if you are enrolling in Biotechnica's coachings, I will see you in the class. Thank you, everybody. Bye. Good night.